Hey folks, this is Nod and I am mucking around in X-Plane. Okay, exciting news. We have a new motor glider to play with as of today, or as of the day that I'm recording this. Submitted 3 hours ago, it says. So I'm going to give this a try. Pronounce this right. It's the Pipistrel Sinus. Pipistrel Sinus. Yeah, I'm probably absolutely murdering that name, but there it is. Yeah, it's a little motor glider. It has a parachute, so if you completely screw up, you can always hit the parachute. That's kind of fun. Look at it. It's such an awesome looking little thing. So it looks very modern and yeah, it's like one of these little composite modern ships. I like it. Ultralight sort of motor glider thing. Yeah. Now the scary thing is it says it's based on an X-Plane 8 model, which is a bit scary. So I had a quick look at it, and it's actually quite nice. I'm actually very impressed. This has obviously been improved upon since X-Plane 8. So anyway, let me stop babbling here. There'll be a link to where you can download this. Although if you just go to the X-Plane org and look in the glider section, it's top of the list right now. So. Although this may be a way in the future when you're watching this, so maybe not. But it's going to be old news. But anyway, it's all very exciting and new to me. So here she is. Very pretty little airplane. So all the control surfaces seem to move. Looks pretty good. Flaps are not doing anything. That could be because I don't have the motor power turned on yet. But let's hop in the cockpit, have a look around. Alrighty, gotta dig the aviator sunglasses on the side there. Very nice. So yeah, it's like a good visibility out of here. Although this big bump in front of you is a bit of an issue, but this is a tail dragger, so right. So yeah, it makes sense. I've not got too good visibility until we actually get rolling here. All right, so we got a pretty modern-looking panel here. Bunch of glass stuff. Got a whole chart sitting there. I think that's just a static chart. It's a little bit eye candy. It's very good. Buttons and knobs and things. Okay, so let's see. Whoa, we need to start this puppy up. It's got a motor. It's a motor glider. So let's see here. Master. Okay, very good. Let's turn the magnetos on. I don't see any way to turn the fuel on and off. Okay, that seems to be throttle. That doesn't do anything. Alright, this I think is the, yeah, this is my propeller pitch. Obviously you want to be able to feather the prop on this being a motor glider, so that seems to work rather nicely. Yeah, so see, feather prop, that's cool. So I'm going to start it all the way open or closed, whichever way that is. Alright, let's turn one of these lights on so we don't murder people out there. Let me start the motor. Okay, strobe lights on, that'll do. I think everything else is good. Alright, so I got a little bit of throttle. You know, advance the mixture as I hit the starter here. Alright, clear prop. Get started. Alright. Full rich. So this is my rather modern looking instrument panel here now. Okay, so that's altitude. It's my RPMs. Let's let our eye roll around 2000. Airspeed in kilometers. Looks like a variometer or climb rate, meters per second. Got a second we've got a horizon with the usual airspeed, although 76. Okay, it's all. Alright, we got a winter variometer gauge here. I don't see a way to turn the variometer tone on and off. This looks like an autopilot, maybe an altitude hold. Alright, so we got some other buttons here to hit. Avionics, let's turn that on. Don't need the nav lights, we'll do the landing lights so people can see us coming. Let's do some squawking here. 7,000. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that. But yeah, that's obviously not right for here in Utah. We're in Utah right now, and my airport is Nephi Municipal Airport at U14, Uniform 14 in the Wasatch Mountains there. Slightly up north of us we have Utah Lake, and then above that we have the Great Salt Lake. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you've probably seen me fly around here before. This is where Bruno flies his gliders from, so I figured that's a good place to start. So maybe we'll muck around with the map a little bit. So I do have a flight plan set up here, but I'm actually probably not going to fly this whole thing. I was going to fly down to this Spanish Fork airplane just a little north of us, but I'm not going to make you sit through all that. I think we're just going to go take off and maybe fool around on this ridge a little bit, and then maybe come back and land or something. Give it a whirl, we will. So, alright, so see if I remember how to fly a power plane. I'm flying gliders, obviously. Okay, so here's our GPS. I actually have that set up because I did a little sat in the cockpit a few minutes ago before actually making this video, just so I'm not a complete noob. So that's all set up for our course, but we're actually not going to fly that anyway. But that's clearly how, you know, this is a bit too low res to actually use, so I'm considering this kind of just a button to open up. Which is what I normally do anyway, but it's nice to have. I think it's cool. Alright, well, enough babbling. Let's take off and go fly, right? Okay, these rather interesting window controls here. Doesn't seem to do anything. I'm obviously doing it. I have not read the instructions on this. I'm bad. If I'm going to do some sort of like first view sort of thing, I really should read the instructions, so my apologies for that. I don't know what this handle is. Might be the emergency parachute release. Although there is a button down here that says parachute. Yeah, don't hit that. Alright, let's get this thing rolling in. Alright, so mixture's full. Props all the way open. Let's get on. Release the brakes. And let's roll. And it's full throttle. It's tracking quite nicely. This is a tail dragger. Okay, tail came up. Very nice. And we're flying. Well, there you go. That was easy. Alright, let's come back on a power a little bit. Ease off on the mixture just a tad. Alright. Feels quite stable. A little bit of adverse yaw when I do the roll in there. This is a pretty short coupled airplane, though, isn't it? Expect the rudder to be a little funky. Look at it go. Hey, it's so cute looking. Look at that. I love it. A pretty little airplane. Sinus. Sinus? The way they've got that. I'm going to say sinus. Sinus sounds a bit nasally. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but yes. The other thing is missing is a pilot figure, although, to be honest, in most of these early X-Plane models, the pilot figures are the big letdown, so it's kind of nice that maybe it doesn't have that. The models are usually beautiful, but then you've got this really ganky looking pilot figure in there, so I'm actually fine with the fact they left that out, so it's kind of nice. Alright, well obviously we don't have any gear to retract, because those are clearly fixed gear. I don't see any spoilers on this. I don't see any spoiler knobs or anything like that. I don't want these little loopy things on this. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe some sort of vents for the fuel tanks. Don't know. Back in. Oh, just hit the microphone. Hopefully that wasn't too deafening. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's get over here to my ridge. Keep climbing a little bit more. So let's go full throttle and see what she'll do comfortably. Let's try like a 5 degrees up maybe. So what is my climb rate? Well, we've pegged out the meters per second. Actually don't know. It says, yeah, both gauges are like pretty much maxed, so don't know what my climb rate is, but it's going up very nicely with the motor on, which is to be expected. Now there is an autopilot in this, I'm not going to muck with, but Looks like it's got an altitude hold, and I think this might just be a wing leveler or one of those sort of jobs. I don't know if you could actually... I don't see any way to actually set a course or whatnot with this. Maybe. As I said, I haven't read the instructions, so I don't know what the heck I'm doing. This is sort of first impressions. Yeah, feels nice. It's not like weird to fly or anything, as far as I can tell. It's a pretty little plane. Will it glide, though? We shall have to see. Alright, so I'm coming up on this ridge here. So this is the beginning of my not really ideal wind direction just yet. Well, we got 20 knot wind blowing that way. We get onto this stuff over here is what I really want to do. But we might be able to shut the motor off in a sec. We're certainly high enough. Salt Lake City way down there somewhere. Alright, let's turn in towards the hill here and we'll shut the motor off in a sec. Yeah, use a little bit of rudder seems to help. It's one of those short coupled fuselages that's definitely gotta... Oh, we flap over speed. Do I have the flaps up? Oh shoot. Blow my flaps already. How long has that been up there? Even notice. Well, now she's flying faster. Holy cow. Helps if you put the flaps away, apparently. Alright, let's come off the power here a little bit. Gonna fix those flaps. Don't mind that. Alright, yeah, we're actually in the yellow arc right now, which is not ideal. Alright, so how does one go about... What's the procedure for shutting down a motor on a motor glider? So, what I'm going to do is come off the throttle. Okay. Come back on the mixture. Okay, turn the mags off. And we're going to feather the propeller. Here we go. And we are gliding. Oh yes. Very cool, very cool. Alright, so I don't have a variotone as far as I can tell. I have not been able to find the variotone button. You'd think maybe it'd be associated with this instrument, but there's no clicking area anywhere I can see. It's possible one of these buttons does something. Could just start randomly pressing those. Interesting. Some sort of range thing, maybe. Yeah, okay, well, we got two variometers here we can keep an eye on, so not too worried about it. Alright, what's my airspeed? In the white arc here, that's good. This is 59 knots, 120-ish kilometers, okay. Alright, now we're getting into some lift here, looks like. Yeah. Should be getting some lift here. Wind's blowing, wind's coming from over there. It's coming off my left wing, and well, we should start hitting some lift here. I'm trying to fly smoothly here. Yep, there it's going up. It's gliding, look at that, or it's ridge soaring at least. Oh yeah, pegged out, look at that. Going up like crazy. Very nice. Yeah, I've flown a few of these motor gliders, and some of them are a little bit sort of clunky. Although I'm sinking now, aren't I? Oof. I feel like I'm flying a bit fast here. Let's slow down a bit. Let's trim her up a little bit. Okay, now we're back in the lift. There we go. Beep 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 beep. That's what we want to hear. Yeah, I'll have to figure out if there is a variometer in this or not, but it's not super obvious wherever it is. I'm going to turn around and backtrack a little bit, see if we can get up the top of this ridge here. So, yeah, got a fair amount of rudder in there. Don't have a little string Oh, actually, I do have a coordinator here, don't I? Got this one here. There we go. Keep the ball in the middle, will ya? Turn corner. You gotta get a feel for this thing. Yeah, it likes a little bit of rudder. Very nice. Okay, let's see if we can get up the top of this on this pass here. Oh, now we're going up. Yeah. Yeah, that's gliding quite nicely. Very pretty. Yeah, I like the design. It's definitely a cool looking little airframe. All these very slick like air intakes that are very like low profile. Try to keep it somewhat aerodynamic, even though it's a complete sort of guppy looking thing, isn't it? Like the thin tail boom though, that's very glider. Very cool. Alright, let's get over to the rock face a little. See if we can pick up some real lift here. Yeah, I like this. I could see me doing a few tasks and whatnot in this, or maybe some cross-country flights and shut off the motor for a while. Get too low now. I'm getting a bit slow, maybe. Yeah, there's a little red tick mark on the just make sure I don't crash here while I'm trying to show you all the instruments. There's a little blue tick mark on the airspeed, so I'm guessing that's best sync rate or something. 115-ish there, which I'm sort of doing. As I said, I haven't read the instructions. Don't know what I'm talking about. Getting up the top here though, this is good. Yeah, alright, so what else we got here? We got my altitude coming up on 10,000. The RPM's 0. Liking that. Alright, got to turn around again here. I'm getting a little sort of bad angle on the wind here. Try to keep a nice flat turn here. Don't lose too much height. Still climbing in the turn. I like that. Gotta say, I kind of like this. I keep moving my head to the right here, but of course I forget. This is a twin seater, isn't it? They're sitting side by side here. I'm not used to that in a glider. It feels a bit odd to be sitting over the left side here in the left seat. So I'm like, you know, I want this bar to be in the middle, but got the head tracking here set up so I can move over if I want to, but if I had a passenger, he'd be a little annoyed at that, perhaps. Alright, so I'm still climbing here nicely. I don't know if you can get on the top of the ridge or not, but getting there. Certainly up plenty high we are. Look at us go. Very cool. Alright, well I'm not going to make this a huge long flight. I'm probably going to start heading down as soon as I get to the top here. Don't want to make this video too long. You guys would like to try this out for yourself, but this is a little bit of a teaser, I guess. But gotta say, I'm liking this so far. We get some decent lift off here. 3, 4, 9, yep, 4, 5. Maxed it out. Look at that. I got a 19 knot wind coming off my left wing right now, so that makes sense. And we are pretty much at the top here, so awesome. What a fun little plane. I like it. Yeah, this one's staying in my hangar, I think, or rather, staying in my stable, and we'll bring this guy out once in a while. Top of the world, top of the world. So, yeah, looks like we go up a little bit higher, but no, that's fine. Alright, let's fly off away from the hill now and out over the valley and see about coming down. Now, as far as I can tell, there are no spoilers on this thing, which is a bit scary. Again, I don't know. I haven't read the instructions. So maybe there is spoilers. Or we could always use the parachute, but I think that's kind of a... yeah. I don't think there's any... it's a one-time use. You really don't want to be using the parachute to come down. That's a bit silly. It is an option, though. We like options. Yeah, I don't think... I'm actually not going to show you the parachute. I think that's a bit of a spoiler. I think if you guys want to try this out, you should probably try it out and see what the parachute does. You know, I don't want to spoil that for you guys because it could be kind of fun. I haven't tried it yet myself, so we will not be showing the parachute. Which I guess is must be this little bump right here on the back. Yeah, that bar looks like it's going right into the flaps. So I don't know what that's. Doesn't seem to affect the. It's really bothering me, this little bar here. I can't hold on to it. There's no like mouse over or anything, so it doesn't move when I move the flaps. So I don't know. All right, one thing I have learned with this thing is it's quite easy to blow the flaps on it. See, I'm well into the yellow arc right now. Definitely don't want to drop the flaps. I'm going to get into the white arc, but I think we're just going to kind of dive her down for a bit here. Now, and I could just slow down and use full flaps and just sort of float down gracefully, or I could, but I'm pretty far from the airport, so I'm just going to dive it, I think, and just get this thing really moving here. Oh, look, the propeller's starting to freewheel. That's kind of funny. So that's with it feathered. Oh, it goes back the other direction when you feather. Isn't that interesting? So that's fully feathered there, and it spins backwards. Start to feather it again. I mean, unfeather it, and it spins that way. Isn't that funny? I wonder if I could actually use this as an air brake. I'll be going to do terrible things to the motor by doing this, though. Alright, let's feather her again. It's fully feathered now. It's a really good warning if you're overspeeding, though. If that starts spinning, you know you're getting a little crazy. Yeah, we're going a little too fast there, maybe. Behave myself. I'll pull the wings off this thing on the first flight. That would be unfortunate. We're coming down now. What this degrees C means here, Celsius. It's obviously not temperature. That's our climb. That's our vertical speed and or variometer. So why have we got a degrees Celsius there? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Oh, 62 maybe. 63? Is that the temperature? That sort of makes sense. There's a fuel gauge. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to get to grips with this. See if I can figure it out. Do some more flying. Maybe take it on a couple of tasks. Could be fun. Alright, there's Nephi. Don't mind us. We're just kind of all sorts of in the wrong spot. Yeah, some spoilers, some air brakes would be nice on this. I guess that's what I should be. I should just be using the flaps now. We'll get her slowed down on this downwind leg here. At least I hope. I mean, I probably should start the motor for the landing so I got better control, but we're going to do this glider style. So, alright, let's get her slowed down here. Actually, not sure I want to use the flaps if I'm going to glide her in. Certainly not going to hit him yet, though, because we're well into the yellow arc here. I'm going to get into the white arc. Feels pretty good. Speed's bleeding off a little bit. Height looks pretty good. Famous last words. Alright, let's start our turn here. Still no flaps. Okay. Alright, we're starting to get into the white arc now, so maybe I'll start deploying some flaps in a sec. I just want to make sure I can make this runway here. Feels to me I could just roll her in just as is, but I'm going to try some flaps to see what it does. Alright, come on, slow down a little bit. Slow down, slow down. Alright, there's one notch of flaps. Oh, it balloons a little bit there. Second notch of flaps. Yeah, okay. Flaps kind of screwed me up, but alright, that's full flaps. Sink, will ya? Let her settle in on her own. Okay, a little bit of a crosswind here. Back on the center line, come on. She's a little mushy. Big floaty glider like this though, that's to be expected. Alright, this is a tail drag, I gotta bear that in mind. We're going a bit long, we are. Not bad for my first landing though. Okay. Ah, look at that, very nice. 31 meters per second, feet per minute down. I'll take that. Okay, let's get the tail on the ground. Nice. Okay, let's unfeather the propeller. Roll down a little bit here. Oh good, my phone's ringing. Go away. Messing up my landing. Alright, let's start her up. Just want to start. What am I doing wrong here? Huh. There was something wrong. Not sure what. Huh. It's on. Okay, that's a bit unnerving. Yeah, maybe I should read the instructions on this thing. Eh? Right, well, we have arrived. For some reason I can't get her to start again. Yes, but anyway, there we are. That's pretty cool. I like this. Yeah, that actually performs pretty nicely too. I don't know what the sig rate is on this thing, and but that feels really good. That feels totally glidable. And it's got a spinny thing on the front to get you out of trouble if you need to. So, yeah, I might have to play around with this a little bit. That's pretty neat. All right, well, yeah, go on the Org store and download that and give this guy some comments because I'm quite pleased with this. That was fun. I like it. Alrighty, well, thank you for watching. You know how YouTube works. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and thanks for watching. Alright, take care.